You're getting ready to sell your home. There's a good chance you're in your living room looking around and seeing all the things that you think you may or may not need to do prior to selling. There's a good chance that a lot of those things will make you or save you money in repairs and concessions. But there's also a lot of things that if you do, you'll never see that money back. Today, we're gonna break down a couple things that you should probably consider doing before listing your home if you're aware of them needing to be done. Let's jump in. By the way, if we haven't met, I'm Steve Kinne with the Kinne Group, here selling real estate in Houston for more than 20 years. We have thousands of 5-star reviews online, and we're here to help you. Reach out if you've got questions on real estate. I've walked through tens of thousands of homes in Houston with buyers over the years, and I often say, I know what they're gonna say before the breath comes out of their mouth. So let's jump in. If you're prepping to sell your home, on what those buyers are gonna say, because I already know what they're gonna say. Let's get into it. Okay, so here's how I think about this. The goal, if you're gonna list your home as a seller, is to present your home in a way where buyers have as little to complain about as possible. So when you're gonna hire me to list your home and I come in, I'm looking around as if I'm a buyer. Nick, ding, scratch, crack, broken, smells like dog, smells like cat, dirty, outdated, etc. We want to dig into what we can best and most affordably affect when presenting your house so we can get rid of those negatives. Here are the 5 areas that I focus on with every seller before we go live on the market. First things first, let's start with the outside curb appeal as your buyers drive up. Good looking lawn, watered, fertilized, trees trimmed, maybe a touch of color, fresh mulch. Pressure washed sidewalks and driveways, a good looking front door with a nice handle, and a new front mat welcoming buyers. That's your ideal scenario. So I would say, go look at your front curb appeal as you drive up, pretend you're a buyer and say, what are we seeing or what are we looking at? If you don't like it, you probably want to address it in some way. Of course, we're here to help. That's your drive up. Second thing, you walk in the front door. What is the smell of your home? Does it smell like dog? Does it smell like cat? Does it smell like your teens that have thrown their football clothes in the corner of their room and haven't put them in the wash lately? We want to determine what the smell of your home is. Can we, A, steam clean your carpets, or are they pretty rough? Do we have to replace them? Depends on how old they are. Can we get all of our dirties and obviously wash them? Yes, we can. Another thing is to make sure that your AC in the summer is running on a consistent basis. Every couple minutes, you want it to be kicking on. It'll filter that air. And of course, maintain your HVAC filter. If you haven't changed that, I always recommend immediately before listing, you replace it with one of the highest quality filters to help filter through some of those smells. Now that we've made it through driving up, everything looks great. We've opened the door and taken care of Sparky or your teen kids in their dirty clothes. We get into the house itself. So the next thing on our list is repairing anything that you know is broken. I always tell my clients when I'm visiting, I've only been in your house 15, 20, sometimes an hour. I can't possibly see everything that's broken in your home. Anything you know of that is in need of repair or broken, go ahead and blue tape it, write it on a list. Let's talk about it one by one. So if you've got chips, dings, broken tiles, doorknobs that don't work, light bulbs that are out, fans that don't operate, or anything like that, make note of that because buyers tend to multiply repairs by 3 or 4 times each. Let's say your shower door is a little broken, it's a little off kilter, and the hinges need fixed. You may be able to fix that for $100 to $200, $250, whereas a buyer's gonna come in and say, oh, the shower door is broken. It's gonna be at least $2,000 for a new shower door. That's just one quick example. There's many, many examples out there. If you know something is broken, it's probably best to make those repairs prior to listing because the buyers are gonna get it on their inspection, notate our other videos. They're gonna ask you for 3 or 4 times the actual cost to make that repair. So knock it out ahead of listing. The next thing we're gonna get into is paint and flooring. I hear this all the time. Well, we don't wanna do something that the buyer won't like because then we'll just have to do it over again. Buyer's gonna want something different that we pick. The buyer is never gonna want anything different than we pick. The buyer's actually just looking for something clean and neutral, and they're gonna be happy with it. So if you've got old floor that smells bad, looks bad, has those wrinkles, I would go ahead and consider, at the very minimum, steam cleaning it and stretching it, but most likely you're probably going to want to replace that carpet, give buyers a fresh new vibe, plus new carpet smells good. They get that vibe, they get excited. Next is paint. How does your paint look? Is it old? Is it bold? Is it outdated? Is it too bright? Is it too dark? Buyers want a neutral, very low-key palette, i.e. look behind me right now. Who's gonna complain about that? They might wanna add a little pop later. Maybe they'll throw in some art. Maybe they'll do a feature wall. But either way, you're gonna reach the broadest market with clean, neutral, non-scuffed paint in the background. Nobody's gonna ever complain about clean paint. In the end, don't over-improve your house with wild finishes, wild fixtures that are $700 or $1,000 or $1,500 that a buyer's not gonna appreciate, but don't under-improve by keeping your 1970s, 80s, and 90s light bulbs, light fixtures, and broke down faucets and toilets. Find a middle ground based upon your neighborhood and your price point. And of course, we're always here to help collaborate with you. You can reach out anytime. I'm Steve Kinne with the Kinne Group.